Well, a doctor's biggest competition used to be Dr. Google, right? We all look up stuff. Something's wrong, something hurts, we look it up. But you know what the new concern is? TikTok doc. That's coming from our next guest. Dr. Ken Redcross is joining us this morning. He's the author of Bond, the 4 Cornerstones of a lasting and caring relationship with your doctor. First of all, I love that book, by the way, Dr. Redcross. It's good to see you.
Oh, it's so wonderful to see you again. It's been way too long, so thanks for having me back.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Because I'm concerned, right? I mean, we're all spending hours scrolling through our phones, not just researching on the internet, but just, things that come up in our feed on Instagram and TikTok. And there's so many crazy things happening out there, Dr. Redcross. Give us, what is the one thing that as a physician, with all of these advertisements of supplements and things that can cure us or make us feel better or look better, what's your biggest concern?
Terry, I'm glad you mentioned that because you're right. We're scrolling and we're doing a lot of swiping. And as we're seeing these things, I just want everyone to recognize that it's interesting when these TikTok things come. You mentioned TikTok doc, but every size doesn't fit all. So you need to make sure that when you see these challenges, even some of the ones that seem simple, Terry, you have to bring in the doctor, everyone, to make sure that it's fit for you and that it's not going to do any harm.
Right. Because there's only so much information that they give out too, right? So
there you go.
Do that, like a deep dive into it and start researching, and then all of these things all of a sudden pop up again, the algorithms, right? So what do you want people to do before they buy anything online or look something up that they think might be helpful to them? What should we be doing first?
Especially on the supplement side, because that's what a lot of the TikTok doc talks a lot about. And this is the important thing, everyone. I want you to remember 3 things in particular. Number 1, I want you to ask, are there any drug interactions? Have a discussion with your doctor. Hey, I'm taking this medication. I'm thinking about taking it. Will it interact with anything? The other thing, are there any contraindications? Do you have liver disease, kidney disease? Are you pregnant? Are you breastfeeding? These are important questions to ask. The other thing is, before you put anything in your body, everyone, bring it to the doctor's office. Show them the labels. Go step by step. Make your doctor a partner in these TikTok crazes and challenges. And you may be surprised what you learn when your doctor realizes kind of what's going on out there.
Right. Yeah, it is crazy out there too. And these challenges can be somewhat dangerous in some instances. So you got to really be careful. So, I think that's one thing a lot of people don't think about is because you're seeing something that says it's going to help you feel better or look better, but you don't think about interactions with other medications. Is that even for things that claim to be natural?
They are. And I would honestly say, Terry, it's especially for things that claim to be natural. It's really important. Even some of the challenges, there was a challenge that was out there that was a water chugging challenge. You think to yourself, Terry, well, water is just water. Is that a big deal? I'm here to tell you it's a big, big deal because too much water at one time can do some unintended things to our body. So you have to be careful. But it also causes a discussion between you and your doctor about the importance of hydration. So what we did there, Terry, is that we tied it back to the doctor to say, look, don't forget, ma'am, you have a little bit of heart failure. So I don't want you taking that much liquid in. That sort of thing is a discussion you should have with your doctor. Something as simple or natural, in this case, is water. Always needs to have a discussion with your doctor to tie that back in, especially when TikTok doc is out there lurking.
Right, exactly. And wouldn't you think that it's a lot easier today for people to communicate because we all have portals and things like that, right? So simply just ask the question.
Oh my gosh, Jerry, I'm so glad you said that because a part of the thing I always talk about with Bond and connecting and so forth is communication. And right to your point, it's so easy to communicate with your doctor now, right in that portal. We look at it before we go home each and every night. And so the communication piece is there. You just have to be able to have a good relationship with your doctor to be able to ask them these questions.
Excellent information as always, Dr. Redcross. We appreciate you. And of course, we have a link to him on our website. Learn more about him and his book on sonoranliving.com.